Magu Zian Sho, divine marijuana brings immortality, peace in the mind, peace in the heart. This will be this way. Peace on earth. I know it's corny, but anyway, today, August, whatever it is, 24th, I'm showing off my new Kung Fu sash, gifted to me by MC Seafood. Now, the black sash isn't necessarily the color of the school. The red sash will be the color of the school, but in honor of my younger brother and fellow Kung Fu guy type teacher, I do this video with his staff. Not with his staff, with his sash that he gave me sometime in the morning last night, coming from San Diego or wherever he was at, saving the world. And he's gone again. So I'm here by myself and I have the whole place. So, as I said before, I'm making these videos to start to collect instructors because I am introducing a new style, a new system of Kung Fu. When I say Kung Fu, when I make that, like, you know, when I pronounce that Kung Fu, the only difference is Kung Fu with a G is Cantonese, and Kung Fu, like most of you see it, Kung Fu with a K, is considered Mandarin. Now, I use the Cantonese because my teacher, Grandmaster Leong Shum of Yin Jiao Pai, which means eagle claw, Kung Fu school. I didn't learn the eagle claw from him. I learned the Wu style of Tai Chi Chuan from him. And that is the basis to the system that I created, or is, let's say, half of the basis. Half of it is Wu style Tai Chi Chuan that I learned from Grandmaster Leong Shum at Yin Jiao Pai, like I just said. But the other half of it, I started learning way before I went to traditional Kung Fu school or Kung Fu school. My background actually in martial arts actually started with my grandmother. Yeah, grandma knock your ass out, straight up and straight up, straight up and down. In Harlem, New York, you understand? I was the youngest of 5 brothers. It was 5 of us and 2 sisters, one at the older end and one at the youngest end. The only one younger than me is my younger sister. But I grew up in a separate household, so when my grandmother was around my age, I guess, or maybe a little younger, and retired, I actually got the opportunity to be around her more than my older siblings. And coincidentally, when my mom moved out from her house looking for an apartment, I moved in with my father literally right across the street from where my grandmother lived. So I'm living with my father, and he's showing me some stuff. I'm not gonna get into that. But during the day, me and my brother James, by his mother, we go across the street to my grandmother's house, and we sit with her, and she was into wrestling, like Bobo Brazil, and it don't make no sense mentioning names, but there was one name, The Rock's father, whatever his name was. We watched all these guys, and then my brother and I would actually wrestle, and my grandmother would. But see, my grandmother also came up from the Carolinas, from South Carolina, Charleston, so she remembered some of the things that she was taught as a child. They call it kicking and knocking. Some basic stuff that is actually, I don't know how you say it, but a descendant of our martial arts from Angola. See, we was the same people here, the slaves here in America, the first slaves here in America was the same people that created the capoeira in Brazil. But if you check it out, if you do the research, you see they had a little more freedom than the slavery here. The slavery here was literally, one of my students went and checked it out in the Carolinas. You had a cage that you sat in naked. You didn't have that room to dance, and they didn't give you machetes like in Brazil where you cut down sugar cane and shit. You pick cotton, not cotton, before cotton it was rice. And rice make you do this. This was done by women in Angola, but they made the men do it over here too, all day. What Malcolm X say, from can't see in the morning to can't see at night. That's what we did. Picking rice for the beast. I don't care what y'all believe. Anyway, so I started researching my background in martial arts, taught to me by my grandmother. She had a machete and a bat behind her door. She lived in Harlem, let me say that. And she was known for knocking dudes out, knocking them out. Poof, poof, knocking out, like, for real, for real. And my father wasn't no joke either. He was a boxer, he just couldn't stand the sight of blood. But somebody cut my brother Skippy one time, and mafioso. See, this is what I'm saying. Even he was mafioso, they didn't control us. My father went and whipped his ass and threw him upside down, and just like the movie from Bruce Lee, shit. It's like Green Hornet. Threw him upside down in his fish. They had wooden barrels back then. Wow. Dad was no joke, dude. Mom was no joke either now. She raised me. And I ain't no faggot. So all that bullshit about women raising faggots, Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. Tai Chi Bo. Instructors. I have background. You see these shits on my wall. I've developed Tai Chi Bo based on Wu style Tai Chi. That's the Kung Fu side of it. The internal breathing, static postures, etc. But boxing, because boxing you can learn really quick. It's just, in this system, it's only 8 punches. You practice those 8 punches over and over again like you're supposed to practice Kung Fu. You're going to get really good at those 8 punches. Now, of course, there's other practices. We do knuckle push-ups and shit like that to make the when you do knuckle push-ups, you make the bones in the arms, not just the fist, but the whole arm, the bones get more dense, get harder. Anytime you put stress on the bones, they get, especially as you're getting older like me, you have to put stress on the bones or they will start to get like all sissified. You know, I don't want to be sissy. Anyway, you understand? So you can hurt somebody just with the fist. But in Tai Chi Bo, the fist is only the start. We have 5 types of hands. The fist, which I had to make up 8 different ways of using the fist. The back fist, the 2 knuckles. I'm sorry, the back fist, the hammer fist, da-da-da-da. See, in boxing, you only have uppercut, hook, jab, and cross. You know, that's sport. It is not Kung Fu. So let me show you right quick the difference between my punch and, say, Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. Now, I had to do that. I have to do this in there. Okay, so this is a person. Okay, use your imagination. This is a person, and he's trying to hit me. You understand? He's coming way back here trying to hit me. But hopefully I'm, neutralizing. We don't say blocking. Hopefully I'm neutralizing his punches. And then when I get in close, okay, did you see what just happened? If this is his soft spot, in here, all the stomach area, throat area, eyes, etc., soft spots in the body, I'm up close on him. I didn't move. Now look at Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. You see, I'm pushing. But with my punch, the no-inch punch, real internal Kung Fu, I hardly move. Okay, so I'm past my YouTube time, so I'm out. Peace.